those who care passionately about it. Florida is one of those states where they'll decide, voters there, whether a 6-week abortion ban will be overturned or not. And Trump is a Florida resident. He has not said how he will vote, but he does promise to address it.
I'm going to announce that. I'm going to actually have a press conference on that at some point in the near future, so I don't want to tell you now.
Tonight, we've got new reporting from Trump team insider Mark Caputo of Bulwark, and he makes it clear that voters may never know how Trump feels about the abortion ban. So Mark's out front now. You know, Mark, I was just saying, with Trump, I was thinking to myself, when your answer to a question is, I'll let you know soon, then you're struggling. And it is obvious you don't have a moral stake on the issue, right? And I don't think he's ever pretended to have that. But, that's not what certainly conservatives wanted to hear. And it's certainly not what people who think all of these things are crazy want to hear. So what are you learning about how he plans to handle this issue? And what now, honestly, you're coming into September, are the final weeks of the campaign.
Right. Well, a little correction there. There are some conservatives, and surprisingly so, evangelical advisors of Donald Trump, who wanted to have kind of a don't ask, don't tell policy. They're like, look, don't talk about this. Because when you talk about abortion, when Donald Trump talks about abortion, he's not talking about an issue that he's winning on. He's winning on the economy, at least he was until recently, winning on immigration. But abortion, sort of a no-no. So a number of evangelical leaders we've spoken to, advisors of Donald Trump, have said, look, his job is to win the election. And if talking about this Florida amendment hurts him in other states, he shouldn't talk about it. And there's a high possibility, but I don't want to forecast what Donald Trump is going to do, that he's going to take that advice and either not talk about it, or if he does mention how he's going to vote on what's called Amendment 4 in Florida, it's going to be far later in the calendar than we were otherwise led to believe.
That's very interesting, and how those who obviously have a very strong opinion on it, to your point, would
Right.
say just don't say anything, that they would rather he not on something that ostensibly is so crucial to them. That's very telling. But what's also interesting on this, and it will come out more and more, I mean, it's on the ballot in 10 states, and we know that in red states where it's been on the ballot, it has not gone the conservatives' way. Donald Trump has changed his views on abortion. I mean, talk about flip-flopping, right, Mark, over the years. Here's just a taste of it.
I'm very pro-choice.
I'm also proud to be the most pro-life president in American history.
Very pro-choice, most pro-life president in history. I mean, does anybody really know where he stands now?
Well, the pro-life community does, or I should say the anti-abortion community, the evangelical community, by and large does, or at least the leaders. They say, look, we know where he stands. But Donald Trump does run the risk of that tag, that slogan, the mocking phrase that was applied to Mitt Romney back in the day, where his opponent said, well, Mitt's not pro-choice, Mitt's not anti-choice, Mitt's multiple choice on abortion. And so the question is will that stick to Donald Trump? I don't think so, but he's trying his best just to avoid this. So far, so sort of good, but this is just an issue he doesn't want to talk about.
No, it isn't. But on the ballot in 10 states, and as you said, I mean, this is not gone the conservatives' way in multiple red states, including Ohio. Oh, J.D. Vance. All right, thanks very much, Mark. Great to see you.
Thanks, you too.
All right, and next.